Hi, my name is Kyle, and I'm a pediatric oncology and bone marrow transplant travel nurse with Atlas MedStaff. I have been a traveler with Atlas since October of 2021. So I met Nick actually on a Facebook group. So it was for a pediatric job board on Facebook. And I was feeling really frustrated after work with my staff job one day and posted that I was just interested in looking into traveling. And Nick actually was the first person to comment on my post and said, "Hey, here's my contact info if you want to talk." That's great. He wasn't pushy about it. He was just really open, welcome, friendly, awesome with it. And so I talked to him, and it turns out we both started at Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh as new nurses. So it was kind of weird realizing that connection, that I was 4 or 5 floors above him, as he was a nurse in the IC in the PICU. When I started nursing school, that was my main goal. I knew I wanted to be a travel nurse. I love to travel. I've been to 15 countries at this point in my life. I just knew that was something that was always in my future. So getting to go to different places and experience the culture and see how different hospitals do things has been a really great experience for me. I would say some of the harder things are you're usually low man on the totem pole when you travel to a hospital. So I just finished, I think, my 5th night in a row of floating to a different unit. So that can be frustrating at times because you're already new in a hospital and you're not even going to the same floor that you're used to. You're going to another floor, and they have a whole other set of expectations. And being first to float, that you just have to kind of learn how to roll with the punches. Nick is super responsive. I know that if I were to ever have an emergency, that he would be on top of it and have it handled like that. He's very much on top of things like how I am. So I know that if something needs to be done, if he has to message me about it, I'm usually also on the ball with it. So it's nice to have someone who holds themselves to the same expectations that I do. And he's also just very friendly. I've gotten to meet him and his wife and their baby Connor. They're all so lovely, and I've really gotten to know them as a family, as well as having that business relationship with them. For a first-time traveler, I would definitely say wait at least 2 years, especially if you're working in pediatrics or in somewhere that's very specialized. I tried to travel at about 1 year and 2 months when I first started, and there wasn't really a market open for me to do so. And I'm so glad that I had that extra time to develop and grow as a nurse, because I wasn't ready at that point. I didn't realize I wasn't ready. Also, always have a cushion in terms of your finance. Always have a fallback plan. When I started, it was honestly because of my recruiter, Nick. That was definitely why. As I've continued with Atlas, I really like the staff that I've seen work in the office, just with interactions on the internet. And Atlas usually has pretty good contracts. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me. Work with a great recruiter, work with a great company. It wasn't a hard decision. I will be going to Boston Children's Hospital, and I'll be working on their pediatric oncology unit. They are one of the country's and probably the world's best pediatric oncology programs. I think this year they were actually ranked #1. So for me, I kind of want to hit all top 10. So I've worked for the top 8 hospital at Pittsburgh Children's, and I kind of want to hit all of them as a traveler. So I just want to see how they do things and how I can adjust the way that I give care as a nurse, and how I can be a better nurse as well.